So things are looking up for small business owners from coast to coast, but the fiscal fallout from the virus lockdowns, they're going to have a lasting impact on the American economy. Joining me now from Dallas, Texas, financial expert, a co-founder and chief strategist of GDP Advisors and Daily Ledger contributor, Seth Denson. Hey, Seth. So the National Bureau of Economic Research is saying that the COVID-19 crisis has pretty much stopped the growth that our economy had been experiencing up until it reached that boiling point. Now, some analysts say that we're undeniably in a recession. Should Americans be worried, or is this different than other recessions our country's endured?
Well, I think if we don't get our economy opened up, then certainly there's things to be worried about. I think that our definition of recession is in a unique position, though, because traditionally you look at a recession definition as 2 quarters of economic decline or lack of growth. And certainly we're not there yet, but certainly we might be. It all is based on when we're going to get the economy open. And I think that's where Americans need to focus their attention, isn't necessarily where we are, but where we're going.
Well, and we've seen a lot of countries that have taken similar steps that we have and some that have not. How do we compare how their economies are faring right now to what the U.S. is going through to maybe see a glimpse into the future of where we might be headed?
Well, that's a difficult comparison, I think, in large part because the American economy was in such a stronger position than the rest of the world prior to us going into this COVID crisis. And I think that it is our strength of where we were that will help us bounce back out of this quickly. So I think as we see the economy open up, assuming that we can get there quickly, we will see much more of that V-like growth than maybe the rest of the world is seeing. But that is, again, a testament to how strong our economy was prior to the shutdown.
And it's certainly been on the president's mind, on the administration's mind, no doubt. He and his economic advisors, they've said that they were the ones that chose to take certain action to stop the economy from where it was going, but they're confident that it will be revving back up. Do you agree with the way that the president and his administration have been handling the situation and the steps that they've taken so far to reassure Americans?
Yeah, I think it's very easy for any of us to Monday morning quarterback once that information comes forward. And sadly, from a health perspective, the information seems to be changing daily. I mean, even today, we're getting new information about how this coronavirus operates as a disease. And so I think that the administration has done what they can do with the limited information. I think that we're not giving the administration near enough credit for what they did prior to COVID to put us in a position that will help us grow out of this.
Well, and we've seen the jobs report come out. The May one came out, and there was some debate about those numbers. And like I mentioned yesterday, these reports seem to be fluctuating naturally as time goes on. So what do you make of that? And what would you tell Americans? What's your message to Americans that might be worried about seeing such fluctuations in these numbers in the next few weeks or months?
Yeah, don't sit back and wait. Listen, don't be behind the 8 ball. If you're in a position where you need to polish up that resume and get it ready, maybe this is a time to start thinking about that new career or starting that business. Those are the things you need to be doing. The entrepreneurial mindset of the average American is a beautiful thing. That's what's going to help us grow out of this, and every American needs to be thinking about themselves and how they're going to get back to work.
All right, Seth Denson, thanks so much for your insight. Appreciate it.